What's up, good people? Check this out. So I don't know if you've been watching my channel, you might have seen a video I made about a month and a half ago. Early on when this Karmelo Anthony deal started, I was saying that Mr. Alexander, Dominique Alexander, who calls himself minister, how he would somehow try to provide security for Karmelo Anthony and create some kind of chaos so that he could justify the funding and the need for security, right? You hear in that tape, I say I can create a need for you. If I'm a pulpit pimp, if I'm a street guy and I want to do that, real easy to do. So anyway, this lady by the name of Sarah Fields, she has been on his behind, you understand? She's been on him, and I'm gonna show you what she's been doing. She's even contacted the Gifts and Go company, and they responded to her as well. So we'll read through some of this, and then I'll show this video here. So on her Twitter page, again, this is Sarah Fields. She claims that according to the new open records response from Texas DPS, and if you're not from Texas, that's the Texas Department of Public Safety, and NGAN, which is the New Generation Action Network, have been engaged in criminal activity from the beginning. Many of you may remember the video of Dominique Alexander with the New Generation Action Network, a felon posing as Karmelo's advocate, leading him to his own security team, from jail to the secured vehicle. The footage below was proudly filmed and posted after Karmelo Anthony was released on bond. Point of view with Karmelo Anthony, and this is Adigun Threatt. He's, I guess, part of this team here. He says, when he's with Karmelo Anthony, I gave the aggressive reporter that look, and that's in parentheses. Once we got him into the car, she gave me that nod, said Adigun Threatt. She knew at that point I was pissed. Move, lady. Adigun Threatt is named the Director of Security and Protocol, according to NGAN's website, run by Dominique Alexander. However, according to the newly obtained response to the request sent to the Texas Department of Public Safety, Adigun Threatt is not licensed as a private investigator or security guard, nor does he have any licensing overseen by the Texas Private Security Board, PSB, nor has he ever applied for a license. According to NGAN, they have, and NGAN is New Generation Action Network. According to NGAN, they have their own internal security team and training. With Dominique Alexander, who has stated they are providing security for the Karmelo and his family, for the Karmelo family. This is illegal in the state of Texas. In Texas, even if you're working as an unarmed security guard, you need to be licensed to provide personal security. The Texas Department of Public Safety requires all security guards, both armed and unarmed, to be licensed. This is typically done by registering with Texas DPS and completing level 2 security training and guard training. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot more to it. But I'm gonna play this video here and let's just see what she's talking about here. Let's see what we got here.
All right. Come on, just follow back.
Alexander right there in the blue suit.
Stay close, okay?
Do you have anything that you'd like to say to the victim, to the family of the victim? Why were you armed, sweetheart? Karmelo, why were you armed at school? Explain your self-defense. How is this self-defense?
Excuse me.
Well, you want to say to the community that's donated?
Okay. All right. I'm not sure which person there is Adigun Threatt. It might have been this gentleman right here. It could be him. But the man in the blue suit is Dominique Alexander. Of course, they post here his criminal activity, gives him go. Along with all the other people that are involved on this page, or on this page that she listed. Adigun Threatt had a criminal history. No one is registered as a private investigator. No one has a security license. No one is authorized to practice such activity in the state of Texas, per Texas DPS, according to her. She's got several pictures of the so-called felons that are guiding him. This is the part I want to talk about. Now, his criminal history, whatever, right? The problem is, this is what's leading our community to believe some of the ways that they believe. They are fueling the hate and the hatred to a point where it is actually unsafe for Karmelo and his family. They created that problem for him, and they will move on to the next group of people. Next situation, they'll exploit it and make it a bigger deal than what it should be. All the followers that don't know any better will listen to what he says and all the little weird propaganda that they put out there. If people don't know, they won't research for themselves. They will get on that train and get to running it, and you see what it's led to. This, I promise you, has fueled this lady by the name of Shiloh Hendricks. Shiloh Hendricks, she got some money for calling a little black kid the N-word, right? And if you don't know, they have an underground website right now where they have a song as a cartoon made, like I feel like saying the N-word today. And it's a song with a jingle behind it, cartoons and everything. I feel like saying the N-word today. If you don't know about it, it's out there. But this is something that I believe can actually backfire on the people. If you're going to stand on something, stand on truth. Don't stand on feelings, stand on facts. And this guy is making money. Anybody who follows him, believes him, repeats him, is a fool. Is a fool. So you think about this also. Karmelo Anthony, more than likely is going to do some time. More than likely he will. You got these criminals around your house, around your family, around your kids. Come on, man. Come on. None of them are licensed. How do you hold them accountable? How do you revoke? It does nothing. You can't revoke a license because they don't have one anyway. You can't challenge their license because they don't have one anyway. They shouldn't be doing it. There's regulations in place for a reason, not for just for money, but also to hold somebody accountable when they don't adhere to the rules and regulations that they have. That's part of it. And the other part is this. These young guys that are being taught to think like the criminals think actually facilitates and creates more criminal activity. This is what blows my mind. People like this make our community hypersensitive to police. Right or wrong. Police ain't always right. I'll never tell you that. But I will tell you this. The same people they face, the same people complain about, these little young boys, some of these YNs and these crazy boys out here, they will shoot over you, through you, around you. Let me tell you, if the police were not there, your wife, your family, your children could all be in jeopardy because these boys don't give a damn. I can show you video after video of young YNs shooting at each other over the heads of other women. A woman in the mall with her child and they shooting over her head. They get mad at one guy, shoot a 7-year-old child, and the dude they're getting after. Months before that, they had another guy, gambling guy down in Forest Hill, which is a suburb of DFW area. He's down there with his 5-year-old daughter, AK-47, high velocity rifle, round to a 5-year-old. So if you're hypersensitive to police activity, be hypersensitive to the activity for our own people that's exploiting us. These same people exploit us for all the bulls, all our feelings. Stand on facts, not feelings. All the emotionally led people are being fooled by this fool. Think about it. And let's say that all that money they got, let's say that the Give, Send, Go organization or company, whatever it is a crowdfunding kind of deal. So if they are somehow found to have been lied to about how they obtained the money and security for it, how all the money was donated to them, if they somehow determined that information was fraudulent and they were doing it illegally, could they make them get the money back? I don't know. Could be. But these are things that happens when you deal with criminals who don't know, just doing their own thing. He doing what the hell they want to. They don't follow the rules. They buck authority. They are their own authority. They don't do anything except complain and fuss and not take accountability for what they do. Nothing. He's an advocate, called himself minister. Said he's a part of Friendship West Baptist Church, and Friendship West could not confirm it. They couldn't confirm it. But I want our people to think about this. Think about how our people are fooled and led. All you got to do is start talking about some kind of religion, give a few Bible verses, or start doing some astrology stuff, or throw some sage, and you have a big crowd of people, and all of them will be fools right behind you. And you could be just lying the whole time, making up rules, making up stuff. Went from a cleat sharpener to all this other stuff that they were talking about in this Karmelo Anthony deal. Had nothing to do with anything. And the boy is probably going to go to penitentiary. It's a shame. It's a shame. Anyway, I wanted to show that because it confirmed what I was saying before. Scam artists. Scam artists. And they're illegal. Illegal. All right. Y'all take care. Till next time. Peace.